What is up, everyone? My name is Jesse. This is The Auditorium. I react to video game music as a musician. Myself today is the return of Xenoblade Chronicles. This is a definitive edition. A couple things I want to say before I get started. Let me say the song names. These are going to be the main theme and Thoughts Enshrined, both from the channel Joe VGM, requested by Captain Koek and Philip Bones. Now, for those that don't know, Xenoblade Chronicles is one of those games where I decided to play the game based on the music. So a viewer has gracefully funded a Switch, so I now own a Switch, and I now own this game. I am undecided if I want to live stream it or if I'm just going to record it, and either way I'm going to upload the entire experience. That'll be here, Jesse's VODs, or twitch.com, which is, I'm not sure if I'm going to stream it or not. Anyways, so I'm listening to anything in my backlog that is regarding Definitive Edition. There's about 13 songs I think left. So get used to seeing some Xenoblade Chronicles for the month up until I play the game. And I don't know exactly when yet. It's going to be sometime in May. So now that I know all that, cool. Let's listen to some more Xenoblade Chronicles Definitive Edition. I'm excited. I don't know anything about this game. I don't want to know anything about this game, so don't spoil anything. I just probably won't read these comment sections for like a month. Anyways, let's start off with the main theme. I'm surprised I've never heard of the main theme, but here we are. Main theme from Xenoblade Chronicles DE. I will say that the community for Xenoblade Chronicles has always been very nice. I don't know what to expect when it came to a main theme. Not this though. I'm guessing this is Ace Plus. I'll look into the composers later because there's so many, and they all do different songs. Ooh, this is nice. I feel like I'll explain later. Ooh. I wasn't expecting a ballad at all. I feel like I gotta be careful with my guesses because, you know, I'm going to experience them in game, and I can't wait to experience the songs that are not requested. Oh, that's nice. Totally different from what I've experienced. So emotional. Wow. Why do I feel like crying before the game even started? It's gorgeous. I love piano, especially solo piano. I feel like this is going to end with just a one long note fading out. Well, I actually have a lot to say, which I wasn't expecting because this is a little different, right? Not every game that's on the channel gets played by me. I simply don't have time. But Xenoblade Chronicles has always had this impressive resume across all games. I've always had this attraction to it. And the mystery of like, oh, I'm probably never going to play it because I haven't owned anything Nintendo since I was like 8 years old. So it's cool because I know nothing about this. The only thing I don't know any characters' names. The only thing I know about Xenoblade is the name of the game. There's this iconic weapon, which I don't know what it's called. And there's like that big giant monster that's always in the background. That's it. So I'm going in like totally blind. It's pretty cool that I've yet to be, seen, heard. Well, no, I've heard, but I've seen anything, right? And if you asked me 2 years ago, I would have said no because I didn't play RPGs, really. Now it's like kind of all I play. Oops. But that's thanks to you guys. But, I admire that though because I feel like playing RPGs now as an adult, I don't know. I don't know if this is the right thing to say, but like I feel like I can enjoy them more than if I experienced them as a kid. And the reason I say it is because as a kid, maybe just me speaking, when I played games, I just played them. I wasn't really thinking of like story and immersion too much. The only game that really like did that for me as a kid was Metal Gear Solid, where it kind of like opened my eyes to storytelling and stuff. You know what I mean? But now as an adult, I see things a little differently, and I'm paying attention to all the dialogue and everything. I really try to pay attention to what's happening in these games now. I don't just... That's kind of one of the reasons I don't want to like live stream it per se, because even though I ignore the chat most of the time, because I'm paying attention to the game, I feel like I want to give it my full undivided attention, just like I do with these songs. I listen to every note and everything. So anyways, as far as the main theme of Xenoblade, I never once thought about it, like what a kid sound like, and I wasn't expecting that whatsoever. I was expecting anything but that, really. I know that there's pianos and violins heavy in these, but I wasn't expecting like this slow, solemn ballad. Kind of gives me this, what am I getting myself into vibe, because, all I'm aware of is that it's an action RPG. That I can confidently say that's what's going on. But now that I hear that as a main theme, which I'm guessing is either an opening movie or like main menu, like you hear this while you're checking options, start game type of thing. It's like, is this foreshadowing? Obviously, I'm kind of speaking. Oh God, what's the term here? I think you know what I'm talking about. Like, I don't actually want an answer. It's gonna come to me. I know it's gonna drive me crazy, but people will still comment spoilers anyways, so I have to just do my part and just avoid it all until later. So what I'm saying is if you say anything that's a spoiler, and I consider a lot of things spoilers, there's a good chance I'm probably not going to reply or see your comment for like 2 months. Just as a heads up. Oh my God, that word is going to drive me nuts, and it's going to come to me such a random time in this video. But anyways, I can hear you screaming it through the screen though. Yeah, not expecting that main theme. It was beautiful, but I was not expecting this beautiful song. And it makes me curious as to, are there going to be remnants of that theme that I just heard throughout the song as a motif? So I'm going to have to hear this a couple times, because I know throughout the next couple days, weeks, I'm going to hear a lot of Xenoblade Chronicles music, and some of it might blur together. So yeah. I'm still thinking of that word. Let's move on to the next one. That was great, though. Thoughts Enshrined. Now, mind you, I have no idea if these songs are connected. The only reason these songs are paired together is because they're from the same game. So that goes for any video you see on here, just in case you didn't know that. So there might be no relation. There could be a lot of relation. But This is Thoughts Enshrined. And I always take it as they're not related. I don't ever assume that they're related. Anyways. Thoughts Enshrined from Xenoblade Chronicles D. Sounds like an extension. But we're cleansing our palate. This is some of the slowest music I've heard from Xenoblade. Well, kinda. Vocals? Gotta be careful how I scroll here. I don't see a vocalist. Let me know who it is, so I can see it in 2 months. Rhetorical. Yes. Assume anything I say in these videos for Xenoblade is rhetorical. Man, that was driving me crazy. We're getting in our feels right now. This is Monolith? Monolith? This would be my first Monolith game too, right? Let me see, Xenoblade. Man. These songs sound sad. Monolith soft, okay. So I don't know how Monolith does stories, you know, storytelling. I don't know what else, other games they've done. It's nice hearing this side of Xenoblade. It's kind of emotional storytelling. Tears? Question mark? Damn, the music is so good from these games, dude. You have to remember, I hear a lot of video game music, and for me to want to play a game, yeah. Also, mind you, that was beautiful. Also, mind you, just because someone, in this case, like, put it upon me to play it, that didn't guarantee either that I was going to do it. You know, I was definitely in my right to just be like, you know, no thanks. I don't want to, you know, don't ever assume that if you send me something, I'm going to play it, because that won't happen. But when I, you know, it was like, oh, it's Xenoblade. You know, my brain was like, there's an opportunity here. It has arisen. So that's why I said yes. So just as a heads up for anyone, you know, don't assume ever that that's gonna work. Anyways, man, what are the odds that I hear a slow ballad from Xenoblade, which is so rare for me. Usually I get like the big hits, the battles, all that stuff. And I'm aware that other Xeno games have that ability of, you know, softer music and all that, but hearing it back to back, from a main theme to something called Thoughts Enshrined, I couldn't even begin to... I have to approach these kind of differently because there are reactions, but at the same time, it's like, I feel like I feel like I'm obligated to somewhat guess and then maybe like look back on these when I'm done playing. But I don't know, you know, it's only if I do whatever's natural to me. If I feel like guessing, I will. But right now, I don't know. You know, my gut instinct with these future reactions of Xenoblade Chronicles DE particularly is just kind of accept them for what they are. And if something stands out, then, you know, we'll await that moment in the game. Mind you, again, this is not a normal occurrence. I usually just hear a song, move on, next game, whatever. But, you know, I'm going to be diving into this world. I'm going to be diving into this new console that's sitting on my bed right now that I have no idea, you know, how it's going to go. I haven't played Nintendo since I was this big. So it's a lot. It's a lot. And I know this community's big, and I know they're anticipating, you know, just as a side note, totally random, but if anyone wants to, when they see that gameplay, if you're curious of the way I play stuff, I would hope, I've had really like not many complaints, but the way I play games is I'm very thorough. So I'm not like a completionist by any means, like I'm not like a platinum trophy, but I still do a lot. Like, I don't know if this game will benefit from that, you know, but, so I look for stuff, I look for hidden stuff. You know, I don't always just like blow through the story. I almost never do that actually. So I don't know if this game will benefit from that style, but that's just the way I do it. So I take my time, you know, I try to immerse myself, right? Get used to the characters and all that. So don't mind if the first like couple episodes I'm just like a total noob and I don't know, you know, I don't know the mechanics yet, but I'll get there. I usually pick pretty decent by the end of it. Anyways, 2 beautiful songs, 2 curveballs of ballads. I wasn't expecting either of those like that. It excites me that there's, you know, a lot of variety here. But we still have many to go, and I await you in that playthrough. Again, I have no information yet. Just know that for sure it'll end up here. That is where my gameplay goes, Jesse's VODs. So, I guess I can kind of gauge it by interest. You know, live is like a whole different beast because there's people in EU, I'm in America, so you know what I mean? But I think, I don't know. We'll see. But as of right now, all I can tell you is that it's coming in May, which is a month from now. Okay, so cool. Thank you, Captain Quack and Philip Bones. There's at least 10 to 12 something-ish more of these to go before I play the game, so now's the time to be a Xenoblade fan. All right, cool. Tell me whatever you want, but I probably won't see it. So, just letting you know. Thank you to my Patreon members. I couldn't be here without them. Thank you to Croy, my mod, for arranging these. Thank you to my Platinum members. Thank you to Josh for the Switch. Thank you to you for watching, and thank everybody. I don't know. Peace. See you later.